My name is Richard Elmstat, and I used to call this city home. If you live here long enough, the stench of this city seeps into your skin, and you have to get out. I lived here long enough, and then some. Long enough to get to know the people at the top, the politicians who line their pockets while the city decays, the vultures who take what they want while the rest of us go hungry. I'm a painter. I don't make much off my work, but I get by. I come from a long line of politicians, but I never wanted any part of that life. I traded the mansion on the hills for the life of a starving artist the first chance I got. I never regretted it. All the city reporters used to know my name. Some of them knew me for my work. Most knew me for my father. Carl Elmstat, my father, was the leader of the beloved Cosmopolitan Party, and this past year he ran for mayor. He was running against Edward Raban, an old rival of his, and pledged to change the way City Hall did business. He was a natural leader and an honest man. He saw the city not for what it was, but for what it could be. Politics was more than a job for my father. It was his calling. He never took a vacation and always showed up at town halls, for better or worse. The people adored him. Even when he failed, they knew he was fighting for them. He was fighting to take the city back, and the vultures at the top weren't going to let him. The night it happened was nothing special. He was working from home, as he often did. That night was his last. A cold-blooded armed robber broke in and shot him. The killer stole everything he could and left my father bleeding on the floor. My father was a noble man. He deserved better. When I was a kid, my father never had time for me. When I got older, I decided I didn't have time for him. Now I'm burying him, and I wish I could go back. I wish I could talk to him one more time. I'd tell him that I admired his courage, that I loved him, and always did. This was no random crime. It was calculated, planned. I'm sure of it. After the election, my father made enemies, and that night one of them struck back. In my bones, I know that Edward Raban is responsible for this atrocity. But I have to prove it. I don't have many friends in this city, but if there's one person who can help me at a time like this, it's Judy. I only hope she'll take my call. Hello, Patricia. I really missed you.
Hi, Dad.
How was your trip? I hope you weren't bored. It's a long way from home.
What do you think? I was just staring out the window contemplating life? It's the 21st century, Dad. I have my phone. Can we just skip the lame small talk?
Well, somebody's a bit cranky from the trip. Why don't you just relax a bit? We'll talk later.
Can't wait.
I have to find out what happened to my father. I know I haven't spoken to Judy in more than 6 years, but I need her help. I should call her as soon as possible. My paintbrush. I'll take it. This place is a mess. I better clean it up. I'll start with these scissors. My knife! I've been looking for this for weeks. I wonder why it's in here. I'll leave that where it is. I'll just leave it there. What if she comes back? Hello, Judy. It's me, Richard. It's been a while.
Wow, the great Richard Elmstat has decided to grace me with a phone call.
Listen, Judy. I know you're upset with me, but I really need to talk to you.
Talk about what?
About my father's death. I need your help.
Sorry to be blunt, Richard, but I haven't heard from you in 6 years. Now you want me to comfort you and tell you everything's gonna be alright?
No, it's not like that. I'll explain everything.
Go ahead then, explain.
Not now. Can we meet in private?
Fine. Come to my place.
Thanks. Hey, Judy.
If it isn't the famous painter, Richard Elmstat.
Please, Judy. Not now. I need your help.
Must be pretty damn important for you to come crawling back to me.
Come on, Jude. Stop it. I know it's been a long time, but I can't change that now. And, well, it's good to see you. I missed you.
Yeah, right. If you missed me, you would have called.
Judy, please. I really am sorry. Look, if it makes you feel better, you weren't the only one. I haven't spoken to anyone.
Why? Why would you do that? What did we do to you?
I can't explain what happened. I needed to leave.
Whatever. So, what do you want?
Judy, I can't apologize enough for what I did. I didn't want to leave you. I just couldn't be here anymore.
You could have said something. You could have called. You just disappeared.
I know. I was going through a difficult time.
Don't act like the victim, Richard. We all thought you lost your mind. We thought you were.
I know. Please forgive me. I wish I could go back and change it.
But you can't. Well, nice to have you back, I guess. You look good.
Thanks. You too. So, how have you been all these years?
Same crap, different toilet. But hey, I'm alive. I'm retired from the force, but man, do I miss it. I'm so bored, it hurts.
Maybe I can help with that.
Here we go. Guy drops off the face of the earth and shows up at my doorstep saying he can save me. No, thank you.
Come on, don't be like that. I said I was sorry.
I bet you're sorry. You know, you lost a good thing. I know Patricia was never crazy about me, but you were.
What's done is done.
Psh, yeah, whatever.
I'm here because I need your help.
What a surprise.
I know you're not on the force anymore, but can you still track down anybody under the sun? You still got the system up and running?
Yeah, I still got it.
You're the only one who can help me.
So, spit it out. Who are we looking for?
I'm sure you heard about my father.
Of course. I'm so sorry.
I need your help. I think Raban was behind it.
Jesus, Richard. That is a bold accusation. You know he's the mayor, right?
Exactly. He's the mayor now, since my father died.
I never took you to be the conspiracy theory type. I know it may seem suspicious to you, but you can't just go around accusing people of murder. Besides, they already caught the killer.
I know. That's why I want to find out what really happened. On my own. Well, with your help.
Sorry, Richard. It just sounds a little far-fetched. I need some kind of proof that Raban wanted to get your father out of the way.
See you for now.
Bye.
I'm sorry, Father. I wish I'd been a better son to you when you were alive. promise. I will find out who did this to you. I will. Peroxide in his work office? That's unusual. I'll take it nevertheless. I don't need that. Every war ends in peace. Father's favorite motto. I remember having this poster all over our house. I wonder why the word peace is written in capital letters. What is that? Let me see. An old phone book. I'll take it. Never know who I may need to call. It's a sealed document. Why did Father hide it like this? An envelope I found in Father's office. These documents appear to be some kind of policy agenda. Let me see. Wow, this is huge. These documents detail my father's proposals for a wide array of new social programs. He called it Project Cosmo. He wanted to reinvest in the city's educational system with major building renovations and a new vocational school downtown. He had a plan to fight homelessness too. The city would build new shelters and partner with drug rehabilitation centers on a new work training program. He was going to raise the minimum wage and create a system that would offer healthcare to all city residents. It's ambitious to say the least. But how would he pay for it? Apparently Project Cosmo also included an anti-corruption initiative. My father had located hundreds of millions of dollars in misused funds. This was money that was flowing to organized crime syndicates and, of course, right into the pockets of Edward Raban and his political cronies. This document identifies at least 24 politicians from both parties who were stealing money from the budget. Amazing. Raban must have found out about this and knew it would be the end of him. Could this be why he had my father killed? I wonder who else knows about this. I may be the only one. I should be careful with these documents. She won't help me if she doesn't believe me. I need to somehow prove that Raban was behind my father's death. I found a series of documents my father was hiding. They outlined an ambitious plan for the city's future. And trust me, this would have been the end of Raban's political career.
What was in the documents?
A series of social programs that would improve the city's schools, fight homelessness, raise the minimum wage, even offer health insurance to city residents. And all of it was going to be paid for by taking down the corrupt politicians who had been stealing from the city for decades. He named names, Judy. Most of them were Edward Raban's guys, too. He planned to go after Raban and his connections to organized crime. He was going to reform the whole city. Imagine the difference a man like that could have made.
I guess I never knew that side of your father. I always assumed he was just like the rest of them.
No, he was a great man. But I fear he made some powerful enemies.
All right, Richard. Let's say for now that you're right about Raban. Maybe he did have something to do with your father's death. What's our next move? You need me to look into something?
The public won't believe me unless I can prove what my father wrote in these documents. Think you can help? Can you dig into Edward Raban's past a bit? Maybe we can find something that links him to the corruption my father talked about.
Let me check. It's not gonna be easy. Yep, like I thought. I can get you archived newspapers, police records going back a decade, maybe a few internal memos, but the good stuff is classified. Only one with access to the real Raban is Raban himself.
So I'll break into his office.
Yeah, security will definitely let the son of a dead political rival rummage through their office. Good idea.
Well, it's the weekend, so the place should be empty. I know these rich government types. They don't work on their day off.
How are you gonna get in? You need an employee card. Hold on. I might have something. We used to call this the skeleton key. It's an access card like any of the government-issued ones for employees, but it's got a chip so you can adapt to any sensor in the system. Opens every door in the city.
You're kidding.
We used it for investigations that required a little discretion. We got into buildings like Raban's all the time. Pretty cool, huh?
Shouldn't you give it back to the police?
Please. The pension isn't what it used to be. I took a few things for myself on the way out.
Can I borrow it?
Maybe. What do we say?
Please.
Please and?
Thank you.
There you go. That's the Richard I remember.
See you for now.
Bye.
I better get to Raban's office as quickly and quietly as possible. Just pushing buttons alone won't help. All right, I could use some coffee. Just a middle-aged woman doing her job. She's probably well paid if she's a receptionist for Raban's business. I can't just talk to her. She may recognize me. I need a disguise. I cut the brush hairs for my brush. The heat has completely dried the coffee. The only thing left is a sticky, sugary residue. So, let's piece things together. Voila! A fake mustache worthy of Hollywood. I used to rock a mustache like this back in the 90s. Okay, so I'm really going to do this. I'm glad there aren't any mirrors around here. Good evening, ma'am.
Evening.
I'm here for a meeting.
Could you please show me your employee card?
Oh, of course. You need my card?
You're all good. Wait a minute.
What is it?
I know you.
You do?
You're that famous painter.
Well...
Oh my god, I forgot your name. What is it? Oh, I know. Salvador Dali. I've been to your gallery. It was years ago, though. Such beautiful paintings you have there.
Yes. Thank you.
I'm sorry to waste your time, Mr. Dali. You must have something very important to do upstairs.
Yes. A very important meeting. Have a nice day.
Goodbye, Mr. Dali.
Hi, Richard. What's up?
Hey, Judy. I made it past the receptionist and I'm in the elevator.
Took you long enough.
I had to disguise myself. I'll tell you later. So, where's the office?
Let's see. Should be on the top floor.
Thanks. I'll be in touch.
Good luck.